Hey guys, it's Koren. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I wanted to share some instant manifestation success stories that I personally experienced in the last 2 days. So, before we get started, please hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this. All right, so first success story involves a very, very dear friend of mine that owns a corporate catering company. His business typically would do $30 million a year in revenue. And when COVID hit, the business tanked, like literally went from 3 million to like nothing. And last year they did maybe 800, 900,000 in sales in catering. But I noticed the last few months, even though his business was coming back around, when people would ask him how's business, he would always say, we're going to be the last to come back. Restaurants are doing great, but corporate catering is going to be the last to come back because no one's at work. And so I would hear him repeatedly say every time someone asked him, oh, how's business? We're going to be the last to come back. That's what he believed. And then I went in to help with some sales and marketing last week and this week. And he was telling me how January was terrible and how just keeping the operation open, they lost $30,000 and just from payroll, expenses, vehicles, just they were down in the red $30,000 and how it's terrible and they just need people to come back to work. They're never going to make money until people come back to work. And this is what he was affirming. And so I said, well, let me look at your sales. So I pulled up his QuickBooks account and his Square account and I went through every single month of last year. And then I said, hey, how much money do you need to make a month so that you do not lose money? And he said, well, I need to make $50,000 a month in sales so that I'm not losing money, 50 to 60,000. So I said, okay, if you need to make 60,000 in revenue, that's only 15,000 a week. You're open Monday through Friday. That's $3,000 a day. I said, hey, there are enough people back at work in your delivery area that you can sell $3,000 a day of food. Your food's made from scratch. It's fantastic. I love the food. The bread gets delivered every day. You can make $3,000 a month. $3,000 a day and hit your monthly sales goal. So he was like, well, eventually people will come back to work. But we just can't do anything until people come back to work. And I said, listen, you got to stop right there. That's the old story. And I told him flat out, I said, you know what the problem is you keep telling yourself you're the last people to come back. Your business is going to be the last to come back. And I said, you need to stop telling that old story because the more you tell that story, you stay in your victim mentality that you have no control, you have no power, it's up to the world, and that you're just a little victim. And so I saw something click in him when I said, you keep telling the same story. And I said to him, your story is we're the last to come back. And I said, you need to tell a different story because I looked at your sales. You can do $60,000 a month with no problem. How about you tell the story that your sales are rapidly growing? You receive multiple orders every day, and it's ridiculous how fast your sales come back. So I went in today. Well, also in addition to that, we went over a marketing plan. I looked at his marketing agenda, went over the marketing plan, looked at the customers, and it's like you can call every single customer. There's so many things you can do to drive sales in your business. So went back in today. Do you know what happened? The phone was ringing off the hook. First, it was one email, and we were planning to meet with the staff, and he came in and we were talking and I said, oh, these sales are going to rapidly grow. He was like, oh, I guess we'll eventually come back. I'm sure things are coming around. But I could tell you by the end of the day that I was there for 3 to 4 hours. The sales were coming in. I had him and his manager saying, sales are rapidly growing. This is great. We're receiving orders out of the blue. And we began to affirm that sales are rapidly growing, not in like an affirmation, but instead of the natural conversation being that we need people to come back to work, we're going to be the last business to come back from COVID. I had him flip his story. I called him out on it. I could see him go, oh shit, you know what? She's right. I do always say that. And I told him, you got to declare something else about your business and you can't be a victim. Your sales are rapidly growing. You receive multiple orders every day. And it's so ridiculous how fast your business comes back. Today, now we set a goal of $15,000 a week yesterday. I will tell you that the sales were coming in and they're already at $12,000 for next week. Boom. Instant manifestation changed the story. Second story I want to share with you relates to me personally. I was watching a fellow YouTuber, Sammy, go over how you can manifest things out of thin air and instantly. And I used to have the limiting belief that you can't manifest anything out of thin air. Like, yeah, things can come to you, but like out of thin air. And one of her videos, she was sharing success stories about how people literally manifested like gallons of milk, money in their bag, their eyeglasses reappearing where they looked they weren't, but then they are after they declared that they would be there. And so I thought, well, shit, we can instantly manifest things, like damn, instantly. So yesterday afternoon, after watching and listening to the video, I thought, well, what is it that I want to instantly manifest? And I have been working on my finances and I've been building my own online store. We had a great fourth quarter of sales, but January has been a little slower. So I thought, I want to manifest some money. Okay, I want money to come to me out of thin air. And so I wrote down 3 affirmations. Money comes to me out of thin air. I receive money out of the blue. I'm always receiving large checks. My mortgage is paid in full. Manifesting money is the easiest thing for me to do. So I have a tape recorder on my phone. I recorded the affirmations. I played them in my headset while I was working on my computer on my business. And then I started going through my personal email and my calendar, trying to get my kids and stuff all updated with February. And so I'm feeling really good right now. I'm like, shit, we can manifest instantly. Like these people instantly, like bam. And so I'm thinking that my sales are rapidly growing. I'm thinking that money comes to me out of thin air. Money comes to me out of the blue. And don't you know, within like a half hour, I get a order for $3,000, which I'm going to be able to profit at least $1,200 when it's all said and done. So I get a sale on my account, on my business account. And then I get a text message from a woman that I don't talk to often. She wants to buy 40 boxes of my daughter's Girl Scout cookies. And she says that she has more orders too. So I mean, no, the money didn't fall on my head, but my sales had gotten quiet. I was getting, some here and there, but I haven't had a $3,000 sale in a couple weeks. And bam, here it was, literally. And I was in the mood, in the vibe of feeling like very powerful, very much that I can have anything that I want. And I manifest money out of the blue and I'm always receiving large checks. And then I get a ching sound on my Shopify app. And here it is. It's a $3,000 order. Call the customer, talk with them. I told them the estimated shipping time. They're like, yeah, that's fine. I want it. Yep. I'm paying for it now. And I'll get it whenever it gets delivered. And then in the midst of that, I got a text message about cookie orders. I'm like, wow, all right. Some would say that's a coincidence, but I don't believe in coincidences at all. After that, I said, I did it. Like I instantly manifest money out of the blue. That sale came out of the blue. He could have purchased that wine bar cabinet from anyone. I'm not even running ads right now because I'm revamping my store. So I'm not even I'm only getting like 20% of the traffic that I would normally get on my store. So yeah, you can manifest instantly. So try these affirmations that money comes to you out of thin air, money comes to you out of the blue. You're always receiving large checks. My house is fully paid, it's paid in full. Money is the easiest thing for me to manifest. And I thought those, I believed them, and I was feeling happy. And then I was just doing my calendar work, planning and stuff, and bam. my phone's blowing up and money is coming to me out of the blue. And the same thing happens with my friend's business. He was in a great attitude when I went to go see him, which normally he can be very negative and dwelling on negative circumstances. I had already went through all of the sales in QuickBooks for 2021, and I was feeling like, all right, we're going to make some money around here. I'm going to show you how it's done. It starts with your conversation. And before I left, I had him and his manager saying, our sales are growing rapidly. We receive multiple orders every day. It's so ridiculous how fast our sales come back. And I really believe that's all you got to do. Let go of your old story and step into your new story in the state that goes along with it. So thank you so much for watching. This stuff works. We are creators. We are the operant power. Go ahead and use it for what you desire.